Do you feel stuck, as if nothing seems to go right no matter how hard you try? It's like hitting a brick wall repeatedly, feeling frustrated and exhausted with no way out. We've all been there, grappling with challenges that seem insurmountable and solutions that elude us. But what if I told you that there's one powerful shift you can make when nothing else seems to work? Do this powerful shift. Cultures and spiritual traditions throughout history have recognized the transformative power of the human spirit. From the ancient teachings of the Stoic philosophers to the wisdom of Eastern mystics, there is a common thread that runs through these diverse beliefs: the importance of inner growth and self-mastery. In the Stoic tradition, which flourished in ancient Greece and Rome, there's a focus on building a resilient personality and great inner self in the face of adversity. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius taught that true freedom lies in mastering one's own mind and emotions, rather than being enslaved by external circumstances. By shifting our perspective and focusing on what is within our control, we can find peace and serenity even in the midst of chaos. It's unrealistic to expect everything to align perfectly according to our desires. Many things, like the wants and needs of others, can increase the complexity of any situation. Conflicting interests and desires are inevitable, often leading to frustration when our own aspirations clash with those of others. The Buddha motivated his followers to reach tranquility and insight as the mental traits that would lead to nirvana, the ultimate reality. But the Buddha isn't the only one who proposed shifting your mindset to reach true wisdom and better results. Acknowledging our desire for control, even when it's impossible, is a gradual process, and what better way to do so than by mastering the law of assumption? As soon as a man assumes the feeling of his wish fulfilled, his fourth-dimensional self finds ways for the attainment of the end, discovers methods for its realization. The law of assumption. Those words were said by Neville Goddard, a revered teacher of metaphysical principles. The law of assumption establishes how our assumptions about reality sculpt our lived experiences. This is further reinforced by Stoic philosophy, which stated how our perception of events is often more consequential than the events themselves. Similarly, Eastern spiritual traditions such as Buddhism and Hinduism stress the significance of thinking things carefully in the present and applying positive thinking when making decisions. The Buddha likened the mind to a wild horse, untamed and prone to wandering. Consider the teachings of the ancient Chinese philosopher Laozi, who emphasized the importance of working on a harmonious inner landscape to navigate life's challenges. Laozi's philosophy, rooted in Taoism, encourages individuals to align with the natural flow of existence, known as the Tao. In Taoist thought, the mind is likened to a mirror, reflecting the external world based on the clarity of its surface. By maintaining a state of inner tranquility and clarity, one can perceive the world with greater clarity and respond to situations with wisdom and equanimity. This aligns closely with the concept of the law of assumption, which posits that our beliefs and expectations shape our experiences. Your assumptions, the deep-seated beliefs nestled within your psyche, act as a lens through which you perceive and engage with the world. If you believe that success is unattainable or that you are undeserving of love, these assumptions tint your experiences, drawing situations that reinforce these limiting beliefs. In essence, the law of assumption tilts the scales in favor of positive outcomes. When you expect a positive result, your perception of that outcome becomes more optimistic compared to when you entertain negative thoughts. While assumption and belief are necessary, they must be complemented by inspired action to bring your dreams to fruition. Take actual steps towards your objectives, regardless of how hard they might seem to you, as each action reinforces your conviction in the inevitability of your success, propelling you closer to your desired outcomes. You must wholeheartedly believe that your desires are already materializing, anchoring your convictions in unwavering faith. Ancient sages and philosophers came up with an exclusive tactic to shift their mindset into one of materialization. They realized that when they desired things as if they were in the future, they rarely came to pass. On the other hand, when they stated things as if they were taking place in real time, they came to be more often. They did this by writing them down or simply speaking them out loud. This is the art of present thinking, a shift in your mindset that leverages the law of assumption to turn your desires into reality. A key element to complete the shift is present thinking. Master present thinking. Present thinking offers a versatile approach to manifesting desires across various facets of life, presenting limitless opportunities for transformation. Using it, consider your relationships, whether platonic or romantic, where assumptions about mutual respect, love, and companionship can reshape dynamics and attract fulfilling connections. Similarly, envisioning a new home can not only materialize in the physical realm, but also cultivate a sense of belonging and security. Work success becomes attainable when one assumes a mindset of competence, abundance, and achievement, paving the way for career advancements and professional fulfillment. Moreover, envisioning material possessions like a dream car can become a reality by assuming ownership and enjoying the associated experiences. By embracing these assumptions, you create space in your lives for these desires to manifest. Implementing actionable steps alongside these assumptions prepares you for the journey ahead, ensuring you're ready to seize opportunities as they come. This is part of the Buddha's Eightfold Path, the concept of right effort. This concept describes how to shift your mindset into one of discipline, and it starts with defeating negative thoughts. Once this foundation is laid, you're encouraged to practice tranquility through positive thinking and mindfulness. This train of thought is what serves as the foundation for developing a special mindset capable of conquering adversity. Develop a confident mindset. Consider moments in your life when you aced a challenging exam, delivered a flawless presentation, or conquered a personal obstacle. What was the common thread woven through each of these achievements? It was confidence, that inner assurance that despite any hurdles or setbacks, success is within your reach. Confidence isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's a steadfast mindset that molds your reality and propels you toward greatness. This even impacts your daily life for the better. People are drawn to confidence like moths to a flame, gravitating towards those who believe in themselves. This naturally attracts opportunities and experiences that resonate with your highest potential. But confidence isn't an innate trait bestowed upon a select few. It's something you cultivate through dedicated practice and unwavering perseverance. As you contemplate the role of confidence in your journey, delve into the transformative power of spiritual practices. From prayer to meditation, these rituals serve as conduits for deepening your connection with yourself and the cosmos. Take prayer, for instance. It's not merely a plea for divine intervention, but a profound acknowledgement of your desires already in the process of fulfillment. Echoing the wisdom of Neville Goddard, true feeling goes beyond fleeting emotions. It's the unwavering acceptance that your desires are already a reality. By embracing this belief during prayer, you cultivate a sense of gratitude and fulfillment, reinforcing your assumptions and paving the way for their manifestation. Likewise, meditation offers a gateway to explore the depths of your consciousness. Through quieting the mind and tuning into your innermost thoughts and feelings, you gain clarity on your aspirations and fortify your determination to bring them to fruition. Once you've reached the confident mindset, it's time to shift your attention to another mental obstacle, the conflict between the ego self and the higher self. Ever heard of these two selves that coexist within you, yet are fundamentally different from one another? The duality of consciousness. The higher self represents our intuitive, soulful essence, connected to universal wisdom and divine guidance. It operates effortlessly and intuitively, guiding us through life with a sense of purpose and clarity. It provides us with intuitive insights and inspiration, guiding us towards our true purpose and potential. It communicates through feelings, intuition, and synchronicities, offering subtle nudges and whispers of divine guidance. On the other hand, the ego self embodies our conditioned mind, influenced by societal norms, past experiences and fears. It tends to operate from a place of fear, limitation and separation, often leading to distorted perceptions and negative beliefs. Our ego self represents our analytical mind, responsible for critical thinking and rational decision-making. While it plays a crucial role in discernment and evaluation, it can also be influenced by cognitive biases, limiting beliefs, and societal conditioning. Usually, the ego self causes us to feel useless when we don't achieve the things we want at the speed that we want. But this is part of the social conditioning. Drawing insights from spiritual teachings, we understand the importance of harmonizing these two aspects of consciousness to manifest our desires and live authentically. So, how do we solve this conflict? Only by connecting with our higher self and following its guidance. That way, we can transcend the limitations of the ego self and align with our highest truth and potential. Lao Tzu, a revered Chinese philosopher and mystic who lived around the 6th century BC, proposed the philosophy of the Way, centered on the concept of Tao. The Tao is the underlying principle of the universe, an ineffable force that flows through all things, guiding their natural order and harmony. He believed that by aligning with the Tao, individuals could attain a state of inner peace, balance, and enlightenment. One of Lao Tzu's most famous teachings is the concept of Wu Wei, often translated as non-action or effortless action. Wu Wei does not imply inaction or laziness, but rather emphasizes the idea of acting in harmony with the natural flow of life, without resistance or force. In the context of our discussion on spiritual alignment, Wu Wei encourages us to surrender to the unfolding of events, trusting in the innate wisdom of the universe. By relinquishing our need to control outcomes and allowing life to unfold organically, we can experience a profound sense of ease and alignment with the higher self. Lao Tzu's teachings remind us of the importance of letting go of egoic desires and attachments, which often lead to suffering and discord. Instead, he invites us to embrace the present moment fully and trust that the cosmos knows best. The mastery of these two selves leaves us with a valuable lesson. We should focus more on systems than on goals. When nothing's working, ask yourself, what systems do I have in place that are preventing me from moving forward with my aspirations? Only through supportive systems and environments can we align our actions with our spiritual aspirations. Consider the analogy of a garden. To cultivate a flourishing garden, one must attend to the soil, nurture the seeds, and provide optimal conditions for growth. Similarly, in our spiritual journey, we must tend to the conditions of our inner landscape and cultivate habits that nourish our soul. This principle underscores the idea that our daily habits and routines shape the trajectory of our lives more than any specific outcome we may desire. Our habits are the building blocks of our character and destiny, but most of us don't know how to change them for the better. Here's how you can do it. Habit formation. From the moment we awaken to the setting of the sun, our actions are guided by the patterns and routines that we have cultivated over time. Whether it's the simple act of brushing our teeth each morning or the more complex rituals of exercise and meditation, our habits shape the trajectory of our lives in profound ways. But what are habits, and why do they hold such sway over our lives? At their core, habits are automatic behaviors that we perform with little conscious thought or effort. They are the result of repeated actions that become ingrained in our neural pathways, making them second nature to us. Throughout history, sages and philosophers have pondered the nature of habits and their significance in human life. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." These words remind us of the profound impact that our daily habits can have on our character and destiny. In Eastern philosophies such as Buddhism and Hinduism, the concept of habit formation is linked to the notion of karma, or the law of cause and effect. According to these traditions, our habits and actions create ripples in the fabric of the universe, shaping our future experiences and determining our ultimate destiny. By cultivating good habits and practicing present thinking, we can purify our karma and align ourselves with the divine flow of life. In the realm of modern psychology, the study of habit formation has yielded invaluable insights into human behavior and motivation. Psychologists such as B.F. Skinner and Ivan Pavlov explored the principles of operant conditioning and classical conditioning, respectively, shedding light on the mechanisms underlying habit formation. Through their experiments with animals and humans, they revealed how behaviors are shaped by reinforcement and repetition, laying the foundation for the field of behaviorism. So, how do we start? With the small, always the small. Focus on small, incremental changes rather than trying to overhaul our entire lives overnight. This aligns with the principle of Kaizen, a Japanese philosophy of continuous improvement. By breaking our goals down into manageable steps and celebrating small victories along the way, we can build momentum and sustain long-term change. Just as a single seed planted in fertile soil can yield a bountiful harvest, each small habit we cultivate contributes to our overall growth and well-being. By focusing on the process rather than fixating on specific outcomes, we can embrace the journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening with greater ease and grace. Once more, we turn to Lao Tzu's wisdom. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. But habits are not solely the domain of psychology and neuroscience. They also hold spiritual significance in many traditions around the world. In the teachings of Zen Buddhism, for example, the practice of mindfulness is likened to a habit that can be cultivated through diligent practice and discipline. By bringing our awareness to the present moment and observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can transcend the grip of habitual patterns and awaken to the truth of our being. Amidst the intricate dance of habit formation lies a fundamental truth: our innate desire for control. This impulse, deeply ingrained within us, is a response to the uncertainties and anxieties that accompany the human experience. At its core, our inclination towards control stems from fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of rejection. These fears, though often hidden beneath the surface, exert a powerful influence over our thoughts, actions, and habits. Rather than striving for perfection or chasing after fleeting desires, we can focus on the process of becoming, trusting that each step we take brings us closer to our highest potential. And for this, we need to learn to shift our emotional thinking so it does not lead us astray when forming our habits. We can spend a long time building our habits properly, but some habits will be harder to maintain if we don't learn some emotional thinking. That's because emotions are powerful forces that can either imprison us in a cycle of suffering or liberate us into a state of profound freedom. To master them, sages have studied the art of emotional thinking, and shifting your mindset around your emotions is the next step towards making things work in your favor. Ready to learn how? Shifting your emotional thinking. First, understand that emotions play a crucial role in shaping our perceptions and actions, often leading us to make choices that may not align with our long-term goals or values. It's impossible to live a life without any emotion. Drawing wisdom from various spiritual traditions, philosophies, and psychological insights, we illuminate the path towards emotional liberation and spiritual awakening. At the heart of this journey lies the recognition that emotions are not mere fleeting sensations, but potent messengers from the depths of our being. Each emotion carries with it a unique message, a sacred invitation to delve deeper into the recesses of our soul and uncover hidden truths about ourselves and the world around us. In the teachings of Eastern philosophies such as Buddhism and Taoism, emotions are likened to passing clouds in the vast sky of awareness. They arise, linger for a while, and eventually dissipate, leaving behind the unchanging expanse of pure consciousness. When we learn to observe emotions with detached awareness, we can allow them to arise and pass without clinging to ourselves. They're expressions of our inner landscape and reflect the connection between our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. One of the primary functions of emotions is to alert us to our needs and desires. When we experience emotions such as hunger, thirst, or fatigue, our bodies are signaling that certain needs must be met for our survival and flourishing. Similarly, emotions like joy, love, and contentment indicate when our needs are being fulfilled, fostering a sense of connection, satisfaction, and meaning in our lives. Yet, despite their importance, emotions can also be sources of turmoil and confusion, especially when left unchecked or unexamined. Emotions like jealousy, resentment, or contempt can strain relationships and create barriers to understanding and intimacy. How we respond to our emotions, whether with awareness or reactivity, shapes the quality of our thoughts, actions, and relationships. At the heart of these teachings lies the recognition that our emotions are neither good nor bad. Rather, it is our relationship with them that determines their impact on our lives. Emotions serve as messengers, offering insights into our inner landscape and guiding us toward greater self-awareness and understanding. For sure, the mastery of emotions is a difficult task, one even the greatest sages struggle with, but it's also the gateway to deep change in your mindset. In the words of spiritual teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, smile, breathe, and go slowly. By shifting our minds towards confidence, present thinking, and healthy habit formation, we can unlock the door to lasting change and create a life filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. Do this with patience, persistence, and a spirit of curiosity, and you'll soon be able to master the law of assumption, your habits, your ego self, and present thinking. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.